Alright, you guys, this is Colt from the Iowa Martial Arts Forum. Today we have a very great guest. We have Devoniere Jackson. He's going to tell you about some of his upcoming events, what it means to him to be a martial artist, and, what wrestling can do for you. Turns out, a lot. Alright, well, let's get him out here. Boom. Alright, thanks for coming, Devoniere. It's a pleasure having you. I hear you're a busy guy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
man.
Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot. I've been waiting for this opportunity, so I'm finally glad it came
Nice. So, kind of wanted to get to know you and your discipline. So how did you start on the road to being a mixed martial artist?
It's funny. So as a kid, I grew up in Pontiac, Michigan, which is not probably the best area, but everywhere you live, you go through something. But I kind of had a rough upbringing, so I was always fighting anyway. And then I saw like the first UFC on TV, and my mom was there with me, and I told her from the get-go, I was like, Mom, that's what I want to do for the rest of my life. And she's like, Devoniere, are you sure? I'm like, well, yeah.
Well, what card was that? Do you remember? That's okay. Some people remember their
Royce
first one.
Gracie. I'm pretty sure it was like when Royce Gracie first won the belt.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, yeah, that's what I want to do. That's my life. And she's like, all right, well, I'll be behind you. And then from then on out, I was still fighting every week in school, and kind of doing a little bit of karate here and there. And then I finally started wrestling, and then I was just a natural. Things kind of led up, did a little college wrestling, and then right after college wrestling.
Well, just a little college. Not everybody goes to college and wrestles, Devoniere. So, what college was that?
Iowa Central.
Iowa Central. And that's what brought you here from Michigan?
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I did 2 years there, and then right after there was a security guard there actually is head of security at Iowa Central on campus, and I talked to him a lot, and we were pretty good because he liked the wrestling and he likes MMA. He fought back when there was no weight classes, like back when Coach Dave Scherzer fought, when there was just no, hey, you show up, you sign up, and you get the big guy, you get the little guy, who cares? But he taught me, and he knew a promoter that was in Fort Dodge, and he was like, well, if you want to fight, man, I can set you up a fight. And I'm like, well, yeah, let's do this. And then he got me my first amateur fight, and I trained for it right there in Iowa Central's wrestling room, and then boom, it started that big old road to where I am now.
Nice. So just in the wrestling room. I imagine those are probably some of your toughest people to train.
That's like, wrestling conditioning is just a total different conditioning. Like, most of the time through my training camps, I do a lot of wrestling. I incorporate a lot of wrestling, or either it's just flow wrestling or like actually hard live rounds, because that conditioning, that constant go is just, it's like no other.
I have a lot of different guests from different disciplines on here, and how do you qualify what's like a martial art and a combat sport is always a discussion we're gonna have. We always wind up having, but I hear some people saying like, "Oh, wrestling isn't really a martial art; it's really a sport." I mean, well, how do you feel about that?
I mean, I feel like if it's a combat focus, it's a martial art. Wrestling is a combat focus because I wrestle during a mixed martial arts fight. I'll wrestle in jiu-jitsu, it's all applicable to mixed martial arts. So I feel like it's all a martial art. It's all a form of combat. you know, and we can use them all, but yeah, I feel like it's for you to say that it's not a martial art, then you truly don't know the true meaning of a martial art or being a martial artist, you know. So I don't know, I definitely say wrestling is one of the top martial arts because I mean it's down, dirty, it's old, you know, it's back when, you know,
The Olympics, right?
Exactly,
Yeah.
the Olympics.
I mean, it's like we don't have football helmets or anything. What can we do to entertain people?
Yeah,
We can just have these two dudes grab each other.
Yeah, let's see who's gonna get put on their back first. Who's gonna get tossed, you know, from their feet to their back, and who's gonna make it look the best, you know? Or yeah, it's for you not to say it's a martial art. It's kind of disrespectful, but you know, to each their own.
Okay. Yeah. No, good on you. Yeah, you gotta realize some people are just gonna believe a certain way,
exactly.
but yeah, I definitely think so. I think it's really just kind of the way they think about how it's taught and how martial arts are approached. Like, you shouldn't have to be strong or you shouldn't have to be fast, but your technique always works. And but in the real world,
yeah, I'm gonna be. I want to be better at all aspects. So I do want to be stronger. I do want to be faster. Like, okay, I can have perfect technique. Yes, there's definitely times where technique which is maybe most of the time where technique will come out on top. But there's those little instances in there when that strength and that little quickness, a little more speed behind it may get you, you know. And then you're like, oh shoot, now my technique's out the window. But you know, it's a up and down, I guess, discussion. But
nice. Well, tell me a little bit about yourself. What are your interests when you're not into wrestling or fighting? Or is it kind of your life?
I'd say it's my life, but I love animals. So if I'm not, you know, training or, you know, looking at videos or watching videos, gaining knowledge on mixed martial arts or martial arts period, I'm probably with my dogs and, you know, and my girlfriend hanging out, getting fur all over me. Yeah, so I'm a huge animal guy. Like, I literally love all animals.
Right on.
I don't know, I got that. I'm an animal myself, so I guess it.
And there's nothing wrong with that, right? We're all animals. We got hearts and blood, and
exactly.
We got
the will to survive. You
Yeah.
know? We all want to survive. We all want to live our best life.
That's a really cool shirt you got there.
Yeah.
What is that?
This is my management team. Our Whiteout Promotions. We're Whiteout Warriors. So yeah, they're really nice and. Check them out. Give them a look on Facebook and maybe a like and a share. But
Whiteout Warriors. Okay, so what do you got coming up?
August 25th, next weekend, man. It's a big fight for me. I got Jonathan Thompson coming from Skunk River Dojo. He's out there with Jordan Hinman and those guys, Gabe Limley, and you know, so it's a pretty tough camp. But you know, I train hard. I train with some of the best fighters in the world, and I always show up and I always bring it. So. It'll be a good fight, though.
Awesome.
Very exciting, very explosive, but I think I'll have the edge.
Any other props or shout-outs you want to do?
Let's see. I mean, always drink body armor.
Always drink body armor.
Secure your hydration. And if you're thinking about, you know, getting your jaw a little chiseled and you want to work on your face muscles or your neck muscles, think about jaws or size. It's a pretty. I don't actually have it with me. I usually have it on.
What? I never heard of that.
It's a nice little jaw strengthening you can get, and it comes in 3 levels. And literally, you just put it in your mouth, right down, and it.
What? Like so you don't get knocked out?
No.
I
mean, it just kind of strengthens the jaw, chills the muscles. I don't want to say it's to keep you from getting knocked out.
So you can have that strong,
you know,
opposing Superman chin.
Yeah, exactly. You still got nice chiseled.
All the ladies like a big chin.
Exactly. So it's pretty cool, and I've been using it. So I feel like, I don't know, I see my cheekbones are a little more chiseled all up in here. My jaw structure is a little more.
You should play the trumpet. All right, Devoniere, so I've been seeing you at Hard Drive, and you do teach there too. Very helpful. Kind of show me some of your basic kind of your pummeling and gripping strategies that you might work, or help somebody that's just starting to learn how to wrestle.
So just from the over-under, you always want to have obviously an under, so he has an under and I have an over.
So this means under, I am under his arm here, right,
Yeah,
and he's over here.
Okay. So then I get me an under. And then I want to keep my head on my underhook side, if possible. Obviously, you'll get different where you'll see different scenarios because guys are obviously want to move their head and get their own position exactly. So pummeling. So you always want to try to keep your head with your underhook side, just because that's where all your power can be or will be.
Okay.
All right.
Like if you're trying to.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
Getting you jacked up and pretty much controlling you, which is not saying I wouldn't have control with the overhook. Just under, it's I can come in a little tighter. I kind of can do a little bit more with you here, get you moving, expose legs and even pop it up, get a little go behind, just things like that. But just basic pulling here, so you get your overhook. I'm fighting for my underhook, and I'm trying to fight for doubles. That's where a pummel comes from, because I want to pummel in and get that double underhook. So I'm gonna start here, and we'll pummel at the same time. So I'm switching, I'm swimming, I'm pulling this, boom, and that turns to under, turns to over, go back to the under, boom, just like I'm swimming. And I'm keeping that pressure forward, so that our chests do clash. But that's just that forward pressure. You wanna obviously have somebody feel you when you pummeling in. Trying to establish, so I'll go here, and I'll pummel in, and I'll establish and get doubles. That's the ultimate goal. Boom, here, there, or there.
Okay. And so would you prefer this kind of tie up to like a traditional collar tie, like a wrestler might have in a fight?
With MMA, yeah, because if I'm trying to collar tie you out here, boom, big hits,
okay.
Knees, little things like that. But once I get in here fighting, I'm in here, yes, I love underhooks. I love underhooks. That's control. I got here. I got my head tight. Either my knee can be on the inside here.
So why is the head important?
It's for just it's a piece of control. If you control somebody's head, hips, you pretty much control their whole body.
So if your head isn't in here, I can.
Yeah. So you can see anything. You got your vision. You can look down, move like, hey, okay, I see his hands.
Oh, I can't even see you. What are you doing? What's he doing?
Exactly.
I don't even know.
So that's the point. I get your chin right on top of my head, and that's where I want to keep it. Keep it
Okay.
there the whole time. Even if I switch sides, when we fight here, boom, I want to keep my head up under there so you see nothing, and you're extended there, so you're kind of in an awkward position. It's not like you can do much. You won't have much power because my ultimate goal is to either get you extended off your feet to where you just kind of helpless, and then boom,
So that's a good thing to work at home, and you don't have to like take any hard falls. You could work it with your buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
Just do the over-unders and head position.
Yep, little small details. I want to work in here, boom, I get my underhook, keep my head right. It's a nice little crook right here, like it's almost made for it, So put it right there, keep it right there, and keep this underhook. I'm pulling down on the shoulder.
Uh-huh.
I'm not way up here. I'm not way on the hip, because then it can get dangerous. Where exactly judo guys. Yep. So always keep it nice and tight right here. Keep control there, and that way I can boom, kind of pull my head into there. You see that?
Yeah.
So it's little things like that will cause big explosions or big moves to happen in a fight. So
If you let them have the space, then
Exactly.
then it can be their
exactly.
game.
Then I'm getting big elbows coming across, or big old looping punches, or even big knees. All of that. I want to X all that out. I want to be the one doing that. So there, I'm inside. I'm on that underhook. I'm keeping that head tight and controlling the body.
Cool. Well, yeah. Grab a buddy or a girlfriend or a family member and start working your swimming technique.
Yep.
Nobody has to get hurt, and then we'll work what happens afterwards.
Yep.
All right.
It's like a dance.
So what's the date of your fight again?
August 25th in Burlington, Iowa, at the Catfish Bend Casino.
And the name of the promotion is?
Caged Aggression Mixed Martial Arts.
Caged Aggression Mixed Martial Arts.
It's a 2-night event. We got August 24th and August 25th. I'll be the co-main event of the night of the 25th, so Saturday.
All right, and we'll put a link with the video if you're watching this on YouTube. And thank you very much.